last weekend I went to the Festival of the Plough up at Epworth, which is up near the Humber. Come along the M180 and you drop down, you'll see Epworth there. It's a fantastic event. The weather wasn't as windy as the previous weekend, but we did get some rain. And to be fair, it was wet already up there, and the ground conditions are real harsh up there, you know, real heavy ground, and you'll see that. But it was nice because the tractors they had there, you think, you know, after World War II, the effort to, you know, progress and get more output, you know, of the tractors and that, you know, four-wheel drive was the way forward as they saw it. But obviously more traction, you need more power, and people such as Doe came up with ideas. You'll see Doe's come up with articulating two tractors joined together, so you've got twice the horsepower, twice the tractive effort, you know, in theory. People such as County were producing equal size wheel, you know, tractors, so the front wheels were driving as well as the rears. People like Roadless were coming up using, with other companies such as Celine and Manuel, people like that, using surplus World War II lorry axles, front driven axles, converting them to fit on the tractors with drop boxes and whatever, to take the power forward to that axle. And that's what it was all about in the day there. You know, we take it for granted these days, but in those days it really was something to have a tractor that you know, had that extra traction really, and power. So I hope you'll enjoy that. Also, while we were there, we saw Al. He was there as well with his collection of scrap dumper spares, as I like to call them. They're basically stationary engines and whatever, and it keeps him off the streets, you know. So we went along, we sort of kidded him a bit, and you know, took the mick out of him. But there was a nice little, you know, lineup of various engines and all that there. But we don't like to tell him, encourage him too much. So anyway, have a look, and I hope you enjoy it. That's a nice plough on it. Nice setup that.
Very rare you see one without a dazzle on there, really.
So they're a good match for them, aren't they? Some of you'll remember Alan from last video, and he's come here today and brought a collection. What is it, Alan? Seriously, I mean, it's just scrap, and that
Scrap?
it is just
That's
scrap.
it. Lister LR,
Yep,
Lister D,
yep.
Lister D, a Pecker AA1, a Lister D, a PH1, and what's that one on end? I can't remember what that one is.
So what sort of age are these?
That one's 42. I can't remember that, so I'd have to read.
But all they are essentially is old parts of dumpers and cement mixers.
Yeah. Or boat anchors.
And boat anchors, yeah.
But, yeah.
So what? They're obviously some of the diesel, some are petrol.
Yeah, the D-type's petrol, the rest are diesels. But some of them aren't running.
No,
They're a bit
because they're
fast or
scrap.
broken. Yeah.
But you still bring them along. It's the thought that counts.
Day out, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know why. You lug them on trailer and then lug them off and...
Days gone.
Yeah, what's the effort all about? That's why I've got main man here, lifting man.
I would say, you know, thank you for the interesting look around, but it weren't.
It's a bit of fun though,
Yeah,
isn't
because it is,
A
yeah.
day out, I ain't seen any ploughing, but...
Ploughing's good.
Yeah. What's that Lord Muck? He's an interesting chap. Who's he? He's got...
Well, there you are. There's some interesting stuff there, I think you'll agree, and it just shows, you know, being that was on heavy ground, just how important, you know, the progression with traction and power was. Thanks to everybody else that's joined us recently and subscribed. It's good to have you here. You know, please join in. It's what it's all about, sort of sharing knowledge and whatever, and, you know, commenting and whatever. So thank you very much. If you want to see any more throughout the week of stuff, because I've got a lot, you know, throughout the week on Snapchat and Instagram, and also on Facebook. So you can get me on Snapchat and Instagram is Lord Muck 4890, so Lord Muck 4890, and Facebook is College Muck. So yeah, but as I said, it's nice to have you all along, and you know, let's just keep it growing. So you know, tell all your mates and whatever. Let's crack on. Right. Well, thank you all for watching, and you know, have a good week. Have a safe week, and you know, look after yourselves. And mind how you go.